There are a few more things that I want to talk about as far as the hatching time incubator. So, if you buy a hatching time incubator, there's a couple things that you need to know. The first is that the trays traditionally come with the chicken egg turner. It is this size. Mine have been retrofitted for the Goose size egg turner, and you can see there's not a massive difference, but it is enough that the Goose eggs will not come out of here. They'll sit nicely in. They'll sit nicely in the tray. I just went and grabbed an egg for sanity's sake. But should they ever fall out, that's the most they do. And they just kind of sit and keep it from being able to rock back and forth. So that's the first component that I want everybody to know and understand about these. The second thing that you should know about the hatching time incubator is if you buy one the size that I have, which I think is part of the CT series if I remember correctly, it also comes with hatching trays. So you can kind of make a little basket, but this is a little small for goslings. Again, this is ideal for chicks, but not so much for goslings. They can't stand up in this. So I don't use the trays. The second thing is that the hatching time incubator comes with an auto cooling feature, which sounds very cool, but that assumes that you're setting all trays at the same time, so 48 eggs. You can't use that feature if you're setting batches like I do, once every week, because the temperature is going to kind of always change. So that's just something to be aware of as you're cycling through your incubating process and to plan ahead for. So for instance, when I get to the 25th day, my eggs, I either start hearing them peep inside the egg, or if I see a pip, I automatically move them into a tabletop incubator so that they can finish their lockdown period and hatch in that at a higher percentage of humidity. I go up to 65% for those last few days for my eggs. You do whatever works for your region, because again, as I've said in other videos, we all have different variables, so you kind of have to learn what works for you. But that's what I do. So those are just a couple of the features about the hatching time that you may not be aware of. When I bought mine, I got super excited about that auto cooling feature, and then logic had to kick in and be like, oh yeah, that's not going to work for me because my eggs are all in different cycles. So that's a heads up, and we're going to get to candling next.